Well, of course, you've written extensively about the disinformation networks. I remember your 2019 study on digital disinformation in the midterm elections. Yet 3 years later, here we are.
Here we are.
I'll leave it. I'll leave that hanging. You can interpret that any way you want. But here we are. Well, not to put you on the spot, but let me also ask you. Going back to your studies from way back, do you think enough people listened and paid attention to what you were saying then, including the media and anybody else and everybody else who was supposed to listen?
Wow. Well, thank you for that, Sir Ed. So for me, I think troll hunting must start at the top. And I think parang right now we have more understanding about what trolls do, how influence operations work, and the business side of campaigns. Pero yung imagination natin, yung imahe natin in our brains kung sino yung troll, medyo parang focused pa rin tayo doon sa fake account operator, doon sa anonymous operator, rather than the people at the top. So I think that's what we need to still push. Yes, among you in media, parang also when you discuss the business of campaigns, to ask the strategists the tough questions about their responsibility and their complicity.
Yeah, Prof, you've been writing a lot about accountability. Do we now know enough? Unahan ko na. Let's say you're at the Senate hearing na, and you're at the congressional hearing, and the legislators say, yes, we realize this is a problem. We want accountability, and we want it at the top. Do we now know enough, not only to say how it works, but to actually pinpoint and to tag who ultimately is accountable?
I think we do know now. I think it is also open secrets among politicians. It's also open secrets among industry insiders and those working in advertising, PR firms, political consultancies, polling agencies as to who's running the show when it comes to campaigns. Diba? Yung campaigns ngayon na normalize na yung pag-offer nila ng above-ground services, pero package na din doon yung under yung attack, right? Attack campaigns na below ground. So I think normalized na yon. Pero when it comes to mga Senate hearings, when it comes to even journalistic exposés, mahirap pa rin pangalanan sila. These are really powerful people, right? These are elites, economic elites, political elites. They also hold advertising money, and of course could withhold that from news agencies. And of course, you depend on advertising revenue too. And for us in academia, syempre, meron din kaming ethics protocols in terms of how to name these people. So it's easy for us to always be punching down and going after the low-level troll rather than holding accountable the political elites.
Yeah, but I can understand when you say that open secret yan. I think everybody can relate to that, di ba? I mean, I have my suspicions who among our colleagues or the people I know in the agencies and so on. But, open secret just speaks to what? Testimonials, testimonies.
Anecdotal.
My question is forensics. On the forensic level, especially on the technology side and on the platform side, can you establish a digital trail to say who is running these campaigns, not the accounts?
Yeah, great question. So I think digital forensics are very good, but also have limited reach in terms of ano yung possible when it comes to incurring penalties, diba? Parang for these operators. So parang when you do digital investigations and takedowns of accounts, you can trace them to operators or particular locations. Pero whether there's real economic disincentives and penalties, like financial penalties on the people who are running the show, diba? Instead of just the fake account operators, yun yung higher level pa. And I think what that needs is like deeper investigations, I think like audit mechanisms as well. I think kasama din dapat dito BIR. Kung nagbabayad ba ng buwis na tama itong mga PR firms na ito. So right now, itong mga pag-monitor natin ng social media spends, campaign spends, parang ang daming hindi nasasama dito. Even yung pagbayad sa influencers and influencer marketing. So marami pa ring loopholes na kailangan nating bantayan. And kailangan digital investigation, kailangan audit and taxation mechanisms as well.